Hello, Venture for Podsixclub, back for another final unboxing video for all the stuff that's arrived in the mail, because that's how I'm doing all my shopping and that's how I'm still getting all my wax. So, first up is from the Rap Winkel Records, and if you know what the cover is, then you know, but if you don't, let's get into this, because I'm excited for this one, because I haven't, for the most part, been about picture discs, but recently, for whatever reason, I've, for kicks, gotten some, and I'm looking forward to how these ones look, because this is from the latest project by Nice. Nice. All right, get this out of the way. That's dope. This reminds me of the letters that you used to get for the Gourmet Deluxe CD releases of Big Ghost albums. The latest one is Big Ghost and Conway the Machine. If it bleeds, it can be killed. And so for this one, I decided to splurge and get both picture discs. So let's crack these open and take a look at what they actually look like. Because the quality from the Rap Winkle is always dope. The only negative thing that I can say about them is the fact that they continue to use DHL. So I keep on getting slapped with duties on records. So yeah. But anyway, bitching and moaning aside, here is one of the variants. I believe the artwork for that one was by Sepp. Yep. Manuel Sepp Concepcion. I don't know. I might be mispronouncing that either way. And the next one is the picture disc with artwork done by Jelle Smid. I'm probably mispronouncing that as well. Apologies to the artists if I am in fact butchering your name. But I believe this was the same artist that went through and did the cover for the project that they did that preceded this one, which was No One Mourns the Wicked, which came out last year. So, this is the other picture disc. I believe this is technically cover number 1. And then we have cover number 2. And if you're interested in these ones, they are still actually available from the Rap Winkle, because they actually did go through and put out a decent sized pressing for these ones. Unlike some of the follow-ups that they put out afterwards, like the Big Ghost mixtape vinyl pressing that was only in 300 pieces, and then the whatchamacallit, the Everybody is Food collection for Conway, and that one was only limited to 500. So, you know, your mileage may vary on getting those ones, but nonetheless, this was a dope project. Infinite salutes. And I think my favorite track off of this one, incidentally, was the track Kill All Rats with whatchamacallit, Rome Streets and Ransom. And the other part that I wanted to point out from this record was, you see right there, All Zigga Ziggas by the legendary DStyles. One of my favorite turntablist scratch DJs with one of my favorite albums to date released, which I have here. This is the seminal project that was put out by him early 2000s. I can't remember. I want to say 2003, but I could completely be mistaken on that. However, this is the reissue that was put out by Aldebaran Records. And this is Phantazmagorea by DJ DStyles. So yeah, the fact that he did the cuts on that album is one, fucking excellent, because they are dope, and two, a perfect segue for me to lead into this album, because it is one of my favorite albums. And along with that, 7-inch record, which is basically like the samples, the majority of the samples that were used in putting together the album in a handy little 7-inch package for you to go through and, you know, start cutting on your turntable at home and pretending you're DStyles. Get out the loop pedal and see if you can actually recreate the tracks in the same way that they did for the Night at the Knitting Factory, and really just the tour performances that they did for that. And let's see if I can get this open without mucking shit up, because I am curious to see what is up with this copy of the pressing. Alrighty. So there it is. So this is the definitive edition, and on 3 LPs. Nice. Okay, and so this is the bonus that has, again, much like the 7-inch, all of the tracks, samples broken down, omitting a few, of course. Then, yeah, just the artwork on this album was fantastic. But yeah, that is DStyles Phantazmagorea reissue by Aldebaran Records. And moving on from that, we have a release that is kind of different, because it's like a tribute release. So this is also something done so it was done as a tribute project to commemorate MF Doom, who passed last year. And so it is a remix project that was put out by imported Goodz, who I knew about them previously from the Conway project that they did, Untitled Drums. This one, featuring MF Doom vocals that they got from various sources, is Vacations in Thailand. So it is a themed project and actually really dope. Which is why I went through and shelled out, and threw down on it. Now, if I recall, it was something that was supposed to make it to Bandcamp, but they were taking pre-orders on it, and I don't even think it made it that far. So I'm curious to see what the pressing looks like, because there were a couple of different variants. And while no, this isn't a picture disc version, it is still a colored variant, as that is also the trend these days. I mean, you always have the stock black vinyl, typically, usually, but more often these days it's all about the limited colorways. And so there we go. This one is 135 of 326, with the record shipped not in the actual jacket so that it doesn't get all mucked up. And there you can kind of see in the light the pattern on the obi. And yeah, this one was a like themed remix project, but on point production, and of course Doom always on point with the lyrics. So it makes for a nice little posthumous tribute. And if I'm not mistaken, all proceeds from this were going towards Doom's family. So yeah, glad that I managed to actually get a copy of this one. Favorite track on this one, probably Nasty as Nose Hairs. Yes. And then moving on with kind of unofficial projects, there's this one that I've been looking forward to, because while the project itself definitely not unofficial, it's definitely the most official. This pressing, on the other hand, might not be. Might be, if anything, kind of questionable. However, I'm looking forward to finding out what the actual quality of the pressing is when I get into it myself, because Reject 2 by Conway the Machine. So I managed to go through and get my hands on this one, and I did see, I believe it was a video that was a rip of the album, and at least from that, it sounded fine. But who knows? Who knows what it's actually going to be like? So jacket. Nice. There it is. So yeah, I'm eager to go through and slap this one down on the turntable and give it a proper listen front to back to see how it sounds, because I already know that this album is dope and I'm stoked to actually go through and get a copy of it on vinyl. Regardless of how that may have happened. I mean, I keep on hearing rumors that there's going to be represses, official represses from sources on various different projects, but never seem to end up seeing those materialize. The one exception being, of course, the Everybody is Food kind of collection on that one. But regardless, this has been another vinyl roundup unboxing. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you're curious about any of this stuff, drop me a line in the comments. Otherwise, hope to catch you in the next one. I've been Venture. Peace out.